Last summer was the 15th anniversary of the Giants of Africa camps put on by Toronto Raptors president Masai Ujiri. I had a chance to sit down with him in Dakar, Senegal, to discuss his journey, what it was like to make the call to Damar, building a winner, and what would happen if we played one-on-one. Check it out. 15 years now finished. How do you feel right now?
Occasionally I'll think about how we started, and I try to go back to my thoughts then and what my thinking was. But I don't look at it as 15 years. You're looking at how you can push it now to even make more impact most of the time.
What were the circumstances that led you to pick up a basketball and kind of fall in love with the sport?
There's something about the game that I found, you know, like that. I don't know that. I hope many kids can find that, but because I fell in love with the game. I fell in love with basketball, and I remember all the certain, you know, like statements or comments, you know, like basketball is in his head, you know, like where are you going with this basketball? You know, like it's just like African, almost like slogans, you know, like what will basketball do for you? You know, like there were times that you were laughed at, you know, like because there were times that I didn't do well in school. There were times that I didn't make the teams. Yeah, there were times that I wasn't a good pro. I wasn't good enough. And I looked at it sometimes and said, you know, is this where it ends, and do I need to figure something else?
When you were making that decision to sort of stop trying to play pro and then move on within basketball but in another direction, what was that like? And did you know where you were going?
I didn't know at all. I always like to say, you know, walking away from the game. I say, but you can't say walking away from the game if you were not good. So like snuck out of the back door from the game. Yeah, like I tiptoed away. No, because, you know, when luckily I had a Rolodex, yeah, and luckily I had built relationships that really helped me. I wanted to be a coach in college, an assistant coach, started as an assistant coach because I felt I could recruit kids from Africa to that school. But then when I started thinking about it, I thought with all the contacts I had, it would restrict me to helping one or two kids at a time. You would only help one or two kids to go to your school. What happens to all the rest? And then I hit on that unpaid scouting job with Orlando, and that's how it all started for me in the NBA.
You know, as the leader of an organization, you have to foster these relationships where people will trust you and people will fight for you and just be a family with you. Is it tough to sort of balance that when you know you have to have difficult conversations with people, like with making trades?
Those things are hard. You build relationships. Damar, I built this relationship with him. We were really close, trusted each other. And then I have to make this decision. We have to make this decision as an organization, you know, like where Casey, you know, like same thing, you know, like you've built these relationships, you've been in wars together. In those moments, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do because it's hurtful. Yeah, these are moments that these guys have given it their all. I can honestly say that. And that totally means that I'm not going to have the same relationship with Damar or Casey for a long, long time. It's honestly the part where I lose sleep. I walked around the hotel in Kenya for 2 hours before I had the guts to call Damar. To walk to Coach Casey's office and tell him this has come to an end, and I'll never forget it. And you have to find ways to deal with those things, and it's all about winning. It's all about figuring out what that process is to get a really good basketball team and motivate these guys to think championship. I'm happy that we're at where we're at. I just feel it's a blessing to be in this position. I'm one of 30, you know, like of this only jobs, you know, like it's a huge blessing, you know. Like, and I have to keep it going.
One more question.
Yeah.
Would you be an all-star in your camps?
Would I be an all-star in my camps? It'd be close. I'd be one of those like kids like sitting down there like so disappointed and like and like looking. Would you have been an all-star in these camps?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, what are you trying to say about best? Because you're not very good.
No, I'm not.
You're just a shooter. I'll stop you.
Okay.
That's a joke.
Oh, like defensively? Or like this interview?
No, defensively.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe.
No, I'll lock you up.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
No, serious, I would. I'll lock you up for I swear. I clamp, yeah. Kawhi Leonard style.
Thanks, man. Thanks.